So I'm gonna wait a moment to see how many people are going to make their way back in here. I'm also kind of waiting to see if Arcade Ganon is going to appear, because he's supposed to be following us, and he's nowhere to be found. Which is a glitch I actually experience quite often on PC. That was never an issue I had when I played on PS3, where my followers just disappear and don't come back, and I'm like, where the fuck? Sneak, sneak. Yes, that is a good tip, thank you. I forgot to do that before I started the game. But I will do it at the end, and then it shouldn't be a problem again. Hopefully, the game will run smoothly for the last hour of the stream here. I'm still trying to decide what to do about Arcade Ganon being missing, and just... he's just gone. I could try going to the last load before he was gone, but then we'd have to redo some stuff. I wonder if I fast travel somewhere, if he'll just appear? They're supposed to. Well, he was with us when we were here. Let's try and travel back to here and see what happens. Doesn't show him anywhere on the map. It's supposed to show me where my companion is. Last time it did this and it told me where my companion was, and it was not remotely where I left them. It was a lie. But it's possible that maybe he went back to the followers? Yeah. Like he was following me, and then he wasn't anymore. When Boone did this, I went to the Boone marker, and he was not there. can't decide if this marker is inside or outside the strip. I think it's on the strip. But I'm not really sure, because I think this is the lucky 38. So he's good and lost. We'll go to the gun runners and see if he's outside the gate, and then I guess we'll go look for him elsewhere. The only other option is to go back to the save I have that is at the crashed plane site. So it says he's right there. And now the marker says here. So I don't actually know if he's gonna be there when we get there, but we're gonna find out. Maybe he's up in the suite? I don't know why he would be there. What are you doing here? Maybe... oh, maybe he's been here since we killed House. That would make sense, but I thought I took him with me after that. I must not have. Maybe I'm the idiot, and it's not his fault.
Lead the way.
I need to talk to you about something, if you have a minute.
Any day now? Caesar's going to try to march across Hoover Dam and kick
maybe I'm the
NCR
idiot.
out of the Mojave. We're getting caught up in something important out here. Hell, after how you handled Benny, you're practically right in the middle of all this. I know I'm just along for the ride, but it's made me think about the past and how I might be able to help out. I wasn't always with the followers, or with the NCR. My late father was an officer in a group called the Enclave, a remnant of America's pre-war government. Memories being short around here, not a whole lot of people remember them. But they did bad things. Terrorized communities, kidnapped people. Eventually someone stopped them. I was born a few years later at a military base on the coast, a place called Navarro. A lot of different places. I only know what I was told. Some of them were cut down by the NCR and the Brotherhood. Some of them went east. My mother never told me what happened to my father, but she and I went south with some others and integrated into the NCR. When the NCR learned that Enclave personnel had integrated, we kept moving to the fringes. It's one of the reasons why I wound up out here. After the Enclave's command structure fell apart, it was only a matter of time before Navarro was overrun by NCR forces. My mother and I left with some of the troopers from my father's old unit, the same people I've kept in contact with over the years. Anyone who didn't get out was killed by the NCR. Even some of the ones who escaped were eventually hunted down by the Brotherhood of Steel. The Enclave did a lot of bad things, but there were good people at Navarro. Good people with a lot of experience. Not many of them are alive anymore, but I think they can make a difference in the fight against Caesar. That's a hard question to answer. I know I don't want the Legion to take Hoover Dam. So militarily, yes, I want them to help NCR. If possible, I'd like to figure out a way to help the NCR win Hoover Dam without holding New Vegas. Great. I'd like you to talk to the old-timers, the remnants. I don't think I can convince them by myself. To them, I'm still a kid. But you're a big part of what's happening out here. When you talk to them, they'll understand how important this all is. I've kept in contact with them over the years, so I know where you can find them. But I doubt they'll open up to you unless I come along. I know I'm not always the most serious guy around, but this means a lot to me. Thanks.
So we did it. We got the quest. And he's following us. Good. So, where are we going? We can walk to that one from here. Should have set a marker so I know where I'm going. That one. We're going on a new adventure. I don't know if I've ever actually finished this quest. But it all sounded very familiar. So I must have at least started it at one point.
Looks like I forgot to lock the doors again. If you're with the NCR, get out. This place is mine, and I'm not leaving. Been a while, Arcade. So, what's the point of all this? Can't find any younger mercenaries? Is that right? The million-dollar question is, who exactly are we settling? I wouldn't mind cutting down a few platoons of NCR troopers with my old Gatling laser. All right, then. I'll show up at this gathering of yours. It might be good to see the others. Johnson excluded. Arcade might have mentioned there's a passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My part is, remember. Heavy weapons trooper. Nothing better than hosing down a target with an excess of bullets and laser fire. By the time I got through with things, not much was left standing. Any morons who didn't run when they saw me coming got what they deserved. Back then, it was war. If we'd been on the winning side, I'd be called a hero. I don't do anything. I'm retired.
What's up?
That'll be all.
Moreno took the fall of the Enclave hard. He never questioned his orders, never questioned the legitimacy of what the Enclave was doing. To him, it was all one unbroken chain, from Washington to Richardson. When we left Navarro, I remember looking up at Moreno. He said, "Kiss America goodbye, boys." When we left the Enclave behind, the love in him burned itself out. Now there's just a bitter old man left.
Sad old man.
I suppose you're right. When you're part of something for that long, maybe it's impossible to let go without losing part of yourself. Moreno may be a stubborn son of a bitch, but at least he's loyal.
Well... save. Now... It's not like that's far, we can just walk there. Which one is it? This way. Maybe we'll find something new on the way there. Ooh, something in there. Not a magazine, but not terrible. Probably could have fast traveled, but we should be close-ish, I think. We weren't going that far. Now we go this way. Well, we have many markers that are in the same place, so that's probably approximately where we're headed. Very eerie music. Now we go into the cave. Huzzah! Whoops. Bear trap.
I hear reports of... Well, it's about damn time. What took you... Oh. I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now, and I thought he'd finally showed up to collect. He's just mocking me now. Thought I recognized the fellow with you. So what's this reunion all about then? Well, now there's an interesting idea. Do a bit of good before we're all dead and forgotten. You can count me in. Oh, and in case Arcade forgot to mention it, there's a 5-word passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My word is old. Appropriate, huh?
If I had to pick anyone who didn't belong in the Enclave, it would definitely be Johnson. He hated what the Enclave was doing. Day to day, week to week, he would question orders, subvert mission objectives, do anything he could to serve without serving. It's amazing he was never court-martialed. He always had good things to say about my father. Said I was like him in a lot of ways. I wish I knew. I wonder if he would. It's pointless, I know, but sometimes I wonder what he wanted me to be. Maybe being a doctor in the middle of Nevada wasn't exactly what he had in mind for his little boy.
Interesting place he's put together here. He's got a lot of posters. probably good stuff in there. Maybe we'll come back for that. Where are we headed now? That's where I'm headed.
Careful.
That one.
They got spies all over.
Let's go talk to him just for a minute. He's funny.
Who sent you? I ain't talking. They tried to get me to talk before, but I didn't say nothing. And I don't aim to now, by gum. Confounded Nobark, you done it again. You let on that you know things. Now they'll never let you be. All right, stranger, you got me. What do you want to know? 'Cause they know I ain't just barking here. What I say has got bite, 'cause it's the truth. Them quack doctors can say what they want about all the rad scorpion stings that done pierced my skull. I know what I seen. Folks will tell you that they seen ghouls up near the rocket factory. Sensationalist hooey, cooked up by superstitious yokels, seeing phantoms of their own imagining. Ghosts, commie ghosts, what don't know they're dead, hoping to steal our rockets so they can fly up and paint the moon pink and draw a Lenin face on it. I seen one of them disappear and reappear before my very eyes. Although, being a scientist, I have to admit I might have just blinked for longer than usual, what with the shock of seeing a commie ghost and so forth.
Hi! Welcome to the channel! Thanks for coming and checking it out. We're just talking to this guy because he's hilarious, and then we're gonna continue on with our actual quest.
There's been things of a disturbing nature going on at the McBride Corral. Seems every night one of their herd meets a most unnatural death, and always there's holes all over the body. Work of the chupacabra, the livestock vampire, says Nobark, but they don't pay no mind. Too many holes, they say, and there's bullets in them. Well, says Nobark, we got a chupacabra with an automatic weapon. And that's when they get real quiet, because now they see the predicament we're in.
I mean, that sounds pretty hardcore. A chupacabra on its own, that's a problem. But one with a stealth boy and an automatic weapon. Now you're in real trouble.
I come face to face with the chupacabra himself one night, whilst I was investigating whether this gecko was hiding his treasure from me. He was the meanest, ugliest chupacabra you could imagine. Had 2 heads and fangs down to the ground. Best I could tell anyways, since when he come up to me he was invisible. Had himself a blunderbuss, what would rotate and shoot bullets real fast out of a backpack. Never seen nothing like it. Walked right past me having an argument with somebody. But I only saw one chupacabra, so I guess the other fella had to be invisible too. Only more invisible than the other one.
More invisible than the other one.
I don't trust a man that doesn't have something strange going on about him, 'cause it means he's hiding it from you. If a man's wearing his pants on his head, or if he says his words backwards from time to time, you know it's all laid out there for you. But if he's friendly to strangers and keeps his home spick and span, more often than not he's done something even his own ma couldn't forgive.
Strange fellow. Anywho. Carrying on with actually doing the questy thing. Who are we here to see?
Prim has a new sheriff. That should... keep the powder gangers away.
Maybe in here isn't where I'm going. Maybe it is. Hello.
Fine weather for flying. It's times like these that make me miss it all. Told you everything about us, did he? Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertibird. There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason. But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I'll be there. My part of the passphrase is dear.
Sounds like Lake Mead is some kind of damn it. What kind of triangle? Bermuda Triangle. That's what it is. It's the Bermuda Triangle of New Vegas.
Vertibird pilot. 71 missions and only lost one chopper. Rotor malfunction over Klamath. Hard landing, but I walked away. I was never happier than when I was in the cockpit. I was able to go just about anywhere and everywhere, limited only by the fuel I could carry. There were more than a few missions where I took the scenic route home just so I could stay in the air. Caught hell for it every time, but worth it. Some of the things we did were questionable, I know. That's just how it was back then. Figure I've done enough good to make up for any sins, anyhow. I help folks strip down the more complicated bits of salvage they bring in. Engines, mostly. The bits and pieces we take out are usually worth more than the whole thing put together. What?
And that'll be all for you.
Since my mother died, Daisy's been the only woman in my life. She was the only other woman close to my father, too. She flew him out on over a dozen missions, including his last. I've always been close to Daisy. There have been some good men along the way, but lovers make poor confidants. Daisy never had children of her own, so she was always there to listen. Being in the Enclave didn't mean much to her. She just loved to fly. It broke her heart to be grounded. As screwed up as it sounds, at least she was a part of something. Granted, it was something admittedly pretty bad, but it was something. If you spent the first half of your life flying Enclave troopers in a vertibird, I suppose picking over pre-war rocket parts doesn't quite compare.
So now we have 2 more locations, it looks like. We'll go grab Doc Henry now. I like him. He fixes up Rexy boy. He's a good doc.
Hey there.
Is there something else I can do for you? I'm intrigued, so I'll go to this reunion. I'll be handing things over to Calamity, so talk to her if anything comes up. Oh, you'll need my word from the passphrase to get into the bunker. Friends. Don't forget it. Promising, but I won't be able to synthesize the drug anytime soon. I really should get back to my work.
Doc Henry always was a hard one to figure out. It didn't seem to matter whether he was working with humans or dogs. He had an equal lack of affection for both. A regular Diogenes. I'm not sure what the man was after. Knowledge is power, but to what end for Henry, I have no idea. The problem was what mattered to him, not its practical impact. He simply solved riddles because they existed. Not everyone dreams of being a revolutionary, I suppose. Maybe we can't all change the world. Maybe it's enough just to do good for the short time that we're here. No one's going to sing Doc Henry's praises when he's gone. But he's probably saved more lives than I ever will.
So many staring eyes.
You don't strike me as someone down on their luck. What brings you to Westside? Hello, Arcade. Making some new friends, are you? Why the need for a bunch of old war horses like us? Swooping in on a vertibird, guns blazing? Haven't done that in years, but all right, I'm in. None of this means a thing if the rest of the group doesn't show up, though. Oh, and you'll need my part of the passphrase to get into the bunker. Navarro. I miss those days sometimes. We all had a purpose, you know? I admit that some of the folks in charge were pretty ruthless. The rest of us, though, we were just trying to civilize things. The NCR was still new, and it didn't look like they'd last all that long. Then we lost the oil rig, and shortly after that, the base at Navarro. Nobody left except us remnants. Internal sabotage took down the oil rig. Never did get the full story. The NCR took out Navarro, saying we posed a threat to the region. I was the officer in charge, and Johnson and Moreno were my heavy hitters. Henry handled tech things, and Whitman flew the chopper. Johnson and Moreno never got along, and I had my hands full keeping those two apart some days. It was a difference in philosophy, mostly. Mercy was not part of Moreno's vocabulary. I helped tend the crops, stand watch for fiends, and generally help keep things civilized. Uh-huh.
Judah Krieger is the glue that's kept us all together over the years, and with good reason. Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting fragged is one hell of a leader. Krieger was polite and kind, but never warm. He always did his best to make me feel welcome in the group. I think he did it out of a sense of loyalty to my father. Loyalty means a lot to Judah. Not loyalty to the Enclave, or even the ideals they fought for, but to the people who served with him. Sometimes I wonder how much of my father they see in me. They went through a lot together, but my family went through it too. I'm glad they've watched out for me all these years. Maybe someday I can return the favor.
I think that's probably the best place to walk from. Well, hello.
Looks like break time's over.
That was exciting. I think we can just keep running this way by the look of it. It's over that way. Big scary mantis. Rawr. I don't think I've ever spawned practically inside a big corner like that before. Or any kind of enemy. That was weird.
Here we go.
Found another mantis. In we go. Fancy, fancy. Probably wouldn't be a terrible idea to do a save now, because I haven't done one in a while. So... we're in. This way. And here we all are at, ooh, another sink. Only you can't use this sink like the other one.
Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
Am I supposed to talk to you?
Glad to see you made it here all right. So, who are we going up against? Then that's the plan. We're gonna have a problem with Moreno, though. He won't like that we're helping the NCR. You'll have to talk to him. You've got only one chance at this. I know Moreno. Once he's made up his mind about something, there's no changing it.
Good to know. Do another quick save, maybe?
The NCR took back Nelson. Maybe they can win this war after...
I didn't come all the way out here just so we could save the fucking NCR. I'm out. I can't believe you've actually talked me into this. Fine, I'm in. But don't expect me to hold my fire if any NCR troops get in the way.
Thanks for doing this. Getting them all back together again. I'll be honest.
We did it!
When Moreno started going off, I didn't think we'd all be walking out of there in one piece. I still don't know how this is all going to shake out in the end. But at least the Enclave can atone a bit for all the damage it's done. I've been wondering about Daisy and the others for so long, I still haven't figured out what I should do. I mean, I'm not like them. I was born at Navarro and my father served with them, but I wasn't really part of the Enclave. It seems presumptuous of me to think I could join the fight, even if this is a cause worth fighting for. Because I know when fighting breaks out at the dam, all hell is going to break loose in Freeside. They're going to need every doctor they can get. Good point. You've been encouraging the others to stand up and fight. Maybe I should take the same advice. After all, I also lived in Navarro. There's something I need to go do.
Thank you for the cheers.
But I'll catch up with you later. Thanks again for your help with the others. It means a lot to me.
Okay, what should we up right now? I've been trying to get this up. I could probably use a boost. Where should I put my last couple points? Yeah, we'll pop them on there. We can round that one out later. Yes, carry more things. Bye-bye, arcade. I'm gonna save again.
Moreno's a stubborn son of a bitch, but he's also tougher than any of us. I'm glad you were able to talk him into staying. Since Whitman will be staying with the Vertibird, she's offered to give her old suit of power armor to you. You'll need special training to use it properly, so talk to her as soon as you get the chance. The training might take several hours, so keep that in mind.
Prim has a new... I appreciate you keeping Orion in the group. Since I won't be needing my armor, makes the cockpit a bit cramped, you should take it. It'll take a few hours
Yeah,
to show you
power
how to
armor
use
time
it
indeed.
properly, so let's get started.
Yay! And now we go away from here. This way. And up.
Like I said, I needed to go do something. This is it. It belonged to my father. Since you convinced me to help out with the defense of Hoover Dam, I figured I'd haul it out of storage. I'm a little
Nice.
rusty with it, but I think I can manage. As long as you got my back, of course.
It's a neat suit. Something over here to go discover. I'm stuck. Come off it. Let me out. Yeah. Just kind of floating here. Because I'm in a zone where I don't quite belong. Wonder if I have any boom booms. I don't really think this one would work, but let's find out. Yeah, it's gonna fall down there anyway. That's kind of what I figured. I don't have any other boom booms.
Like I said, I needed to go do something. Since
You're not wearing it this time. What do we have going on now? So they want us to go kill the Brotherhood. I don't know if I do this if it's gonna screw up this quest. But it kind of seems like it would. There are a lot of other NCR quests out there, though. Where have I actually been? I'm not sure what I want to do next. I don't think we've done the quest for the sharecropper farms yet. That's in the NCR line of questing.
I'm glad. Oh, you here to work? I think I have an extra shovel around here somewhere. Well, crops aren't doing so well. I'm thinking it might be something in the water. The pump station is pretty run down. You could go take a look around the place, see if you find anything strange going on. What do you say? Thanks. That's great. I should get back to work now. See you around.
Yes, that is exactly what I was expecting. So let us wander over for investigation. I don't know if there's a whole ton of stuff that needs to be acquired from here. As far as looting goes, anyways. Is there anything in here that I want? Not really much in here. That's pretty much it. I don't know if we've been over there yet. Nope. So it's time to go for another little run. Whoop. It's not quite what I wanted. Close enough, though. Where do I want to go up? Probably over here. And here we have it. Hello, I believe we want to go inside, because that's where it's actually coming from. Nowhere, that guy actually spooked me. That's what you get. That's not what I'm looking for, though. They almost got me, and oh no, my weapon is not feeling good. I should have repaired that at some point before we came in here. I can use that. That'll work. Okay. Probably could do with a little bit of rad reduction here, because it's like whoa in here. Deeper we go. I know this seems like a weird time, but I'm gonna save, just in case. I don't think there's really anything to search much good in here. Oh, I do want that though. The journal fragment. That's empty. So nicely for their murder. How thoughtful of them. Really should have sold some stuff before I came in here. Slightly corrupted. Ooh, hello. That was surprising. I could even hear it coming. I want to go down this way. Take the pre-warm one. Oops. Okay, I guess I'm taking the ashtray too. Should stop picking stuff up for now. But I do want to try and collect vault suits because I can sell those. Aid kit, good. Just standing there in the corner, being all creepy. I should probably save just in case it glitches out on me or something. I do only have a few minutes left of the stream today. Sure how much farther we're going to make it. Come on then. Is there anything else in here? I need to go through here. Is there a through here? Maybe it's on the other floor. Yeah, I'd say we accomplished pretty good stuff today so far. And the stream seems to have held up very nicely today. Other than the game crashing, which is to be expected. We didn't have too many issues with the actual quality of the stream. So that was good. I'm actually hardlined into the internet now. So I think that probably made a big difference. I had to get like an adapter thing to be able to actually plug the internet line into my laptop. But it seems to have greatly improved the general quality of the stream. So I'm pretty happy with that. here? We want the vault screen. Okay, so that's the password for the security terminal, which is what I came down here for. And then we'll have to come back after we've drained it. Ah, there's the other. I can still hear him. Yeah, no, Wi-Fi was not the ideal option, but I didn't have, like, any special end cord that fit my laptop. So it's, like, wired into a thing with a USB end, and that's how it's plugged into my computer. It's probably not quite as efficient as, if I had just been able to plug it directly into the internet line, but it's definitely better. Dramatic improvement. I'm satisfied. No, 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 it's not time to sit. Lazy. Just take the meds. There we go. No, don't eat this stuff. No. Do I have any of those that I can... Yeah. I'll take that, and then I can put them together. Huzzah. Already got what I want from there. I should really save again. Haven't done that in a little bit. Yeah. They're in a nice little pile. If you let them come to you, it's a lot easier to search the bodies. I want to take the coffee mugs for Muggy, but I already have way too much in my pockets. So I think we're gonna have to put that off. We can always come back here and do a bunch of looting at some point. Oh, new follow. Thank you. Uh-oh, overcumbered again. put the vault suits together, because then I can't sell them individually to that chick at the vault who will buy them. So we'll just drink about it. Whoops. Oh, if that makes 100, that means tonight I need to figure out how to set up a Discord. Because we had a deal. I didn't actually want most of that stuff. We had a deal going in the chat amongst the followers that once we got to 100, we were going to set up a Discord for the stream. So now I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. I don't really use Discord. So now I have some studying to do tonight. I really don't want those things. There's a door somewhere. There's the door. Flipping the wrong way. Now they're mad. They're like, oh, you snuck up on me. How dare you? But now I think they're over it. I love Fallout New Vegas as well. I'm glad we can agree on this. I might have to, like, make a little... Ooh. Another fragment. Might have to make a little, like, cake or something to celebrate. Actually, I got... When I was at the craft store the other day getting stuff to make my Vault Tech scarf, I got these little, like, Benny pattern muffin cups. So maybe I need to, like, make some kind of Fallout themed cupcakes. And then I will eat them all, like, because, I mean, I'd send you guys one, but I don't think it would make it to you in one piece. Doesn't seem very COVID friendly, there's just not a lot of good variables in there. Oh, I'm totally with you there. I think I have more hours into New Vegas than, like, any other game I've ever played. I've probably put in somewhere between 1,000, 1,500 hours on PS3. And I've put in a good couple hundred hours so far on PC since I started playing on PC so that I could stream it from my laptop. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know exactly what the theme will be, but maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight, if I feel really ambitious, I'll make some cupcakes and decorate them tomorrow and then show you guys what I end up with. I used to decorate cakes at DQ, but I had all the equipment there. I have none equipment here. So, we'll see what I can fancy on up. I mean, I could make meat pies, and then it could be a Benny cake. It would be a pretend Benny cake. Because otherwise, I'd have to go, like, hunt down Matthew Perry, and I don't think he'd appreciate that. What time is it? Yeah, it's already 10 after. I should probably save and call it a day here for now. And we will finish this quest tomorrow. Because Matthew Perry is the voice of Benny Chandler from Friends. Okay, so anyways, I'm like 99% sure I remembered to save. So, I'm gonna call it a night. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh no, it's doing the skipping thing. It's all doing the skipping thing. Stop doing that. Okay, everything was skipping and it was bad, so I made it stop doing that. Okay, so good night, everybody. Sorry about that. And I hope I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Or if not, maybe you'll pop in for the next stream after that. I hope everybody has a good night or a good day, depending on what time it is where you are. And I'm gonna be